Hi, welcome back. It's going to be another quick video today because I'm doing some casting, and most of casting is just waiting for burnout. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what I'm going to be casting, and then I'll go ahead and sprue it up, mix the investment, and get things going. So this is the piece that I'm casting. I'm doing a test run, trying to keep this to focus. Doing a test run for a guy I'm going to start manufacturing for. I just want to see how this all comes out and how it cleans up. There's a couple of areas, like on the inside here. You see that little nub sticking out? It's on both sides. That's an intentional part of the design. I don't know how that's going to hold up through casting and cleaning because it's really thin, and doing it in silver, which, is a little bit softer. But I'm going to sprue it up, get it going, and just see how it comes out. Alright, so I got it all sprued up. I'm trying to use the minimal amount of wax so I can use the minimal amount of material. I got it twisted and going to 2 points. Hopefully that helps with the flow. I can't really attach it anywhere other than the shank because of all that stuff going on underneath. So hopefully this is enough to get it to everywhere it needs to be. Alright, now that we vacuumed the investment, we're going to pour it and then vacuum it again. Alright, so we're vacuumed. It's not fun doing one-handed. Alright, so we're vacuumed and now it needs to sit so that it can set. I believe this takes about an hour, so I'm going to let that do its thing, and then I'll be back when it's ready to go into the kiln. I didn't have quite enough investment left, so hopefully this doesn't present an issue with it not being filled to the top. I don't see why it would, but, fingers crossed. Alright, so it's all set. We'll peel off the tape and get it going in the kiln. I ran out of masking tape, so I'm using air duct tape, which actually works really well. Ooh. Well, a little piece of my sprue broke off. I guess that's not really a big deal because I still have the open cavity to pour. I guess we shall see if that affects it at all. Okay. Let's get her in there. And start, I gotta get to 260 for 2 hours. That's Celsius. Turn on the fan. And now we wait. While I wait, as you can see, the shop is a mess. So I'm gonna clean and reorganize because I have a whole lot of waiting to do, and this is just kind of driving me nuts. It should not be this messy in here, so I have to get organized. So I got about an hour left. I have it ramping, or going down to 495 so I can hold it there for an hour. And just turned on the melting furnace. I found a good casting temperature to be around 1020 for silver. I believe I have this set to, I think I have it set to Celsius. I forget. It's been a while since I touched the programming on this. I just know that this works. Alright, so it's about time to cast. I'm going to set up the camera over top of the casting flask and hopefully get a good shot of it. Okay, so it's about time to cast. I was able to get the shop a little bit cleaner. I cleared off this area. And I started organizing this, I have a whole ton of like burrs and tools I have to go through. I think I mentioned this before. I bought like a whole ton of tools from a friend who used to be into jewelry making, and I just haven't had a chance to go through it all yet. So this is a project for another day. But I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera because it's about time, and hopefully I'll get a good shot of it. So I have a feeling it failed because I wasn't really getting a good seal. Couldn't really figure out why, so I poured it in. As soon as I poured it in, I got a good seal. So there's a strong possibility that this casting is a failure. Yep, epic fail. So, as you can see, the bottom broke out. So, turns out my being just shy of having enough investment was a catastrophic problem. So, that'll be the end of today's video. I gotta clean this out, and hopefully I can try this again next week. Well, that's the not so fun part of jewelry making. Sometimes things just go wrong. In this case, it's something that I could have prevented. I ran out of investment. I just barely had enough to cover it, and it didn't quite make it to the top of the flask, and that caused it to break out under the vacuum. Lesson learned. I'll know this for next time. The nice thing is that at least I can see a little bit on this casting that, you know, the detail on it's going to come out okay once I have an actual good casting. That just sucks though. Takes so long to do. Oh well. Lesson learned, and I'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed the video, which I certainly didn't, feel free to just drop a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing. I'm going to come back in like a week or two and retry this. You can see that? It just looks awful. So, tune back in for part 2, where I actually do this correctly. I'll see you guys next time.